Hello students, in this video we will discuss about one more important embryonic stage, that is blastula formation. Clear? In our previous video we had talked about the morula formation, and here the blastula formation is there. In case of blastula, there is no cleavage in zygote. Only the rearrangement of the cells will take place. We know that morula is 16 or 32 celled stage, and when it gets entered in the wall of uterus, it takes place at only third or maximum fourth day of the fertilization. After fertilization, on third or fourth day, morula reaches to the uterus, and here it gets start embedding in the endometrium wall of the uterus. Clear? So we will discuss about how the rearrangement of the cells will take place in the blastula. Clear? It is also 16 or 32 celled stage, but only the rearrangement is going to take place in the morula. So we will discuss. This is the morula. It is the morula. The outer cells are smaller cells. Clear? These are the smaller cells, and these are called as micromeres. These are the smaller cells called as micromeres, and the inner cellular mass is of bigger cells. These are called as macromeres. The bigger cells are called as macromeres, and both of these are the blastomeres. And we know that at morulation, when the morula formation will take place, then the corona radiata of the zygote will disappear. Here the corona radiata has lost, but the zona pellucida is also present in intact with it. Clear? The zona pellucida is still there. Corona radiata has lost, and this is the wall of endometrium. Clear? The wall of endometrium is very much thick. This is a thick, highly vascular. Now the blood supply gets increases, highly vascular and glandular. So the endometrium of the uterus is very thick, highly vascular and glandular. This is the morula, and it reaches to the uterus at third or maximum fourth day after the fertilization. After this, the blastula is going to form. The outer cells of micromere are going to very thin. Clear? They are, the size of blastula gets increased. In case of morula, only the size of the zygote remains the same, only the division or the cleavage will take place, and the size of micromeres gets smaller and smaller. But in case of blastula, the size of overall gets increased. The outer micromeres forms a very thin layer around it. This thin layer is called as trophoblast, or it is also called as trophoectoderm. It draws the nutrition from the endometrium of the uterus. This is called as trophoblast, or it is also called as trophoectoderm, and it draws nutrition from the wall of endometrium. Here the wall of endometrium is there. This endometrium wall starts loosening, and it is glandular in nature, so it secretes a nutritive material, and this nutritive material get inside this morula. So for the absorption of this nutritive material, here the space is present, and in case of this it is a solid mass of cells, there is no space. So for absorbing this nutritive material, the space is going to take place in this internal arrangement of the cells, and the cells of this morula gets shifted towards one side. These are the cells of morula which shifted towards one side, and here the empty space is present. This empty space is present, which is called as blastocele, and the cells are arranged at one place. This is called as embryonal knob. This embryonal knob will give rise to the 3 germ layers and some stem cells. This will give rise to the 3 germ layers, that is endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm, and from these germ layers the organ formation or the organogenesis will take place in the developing embryo. This pole, at the pole at which embryonal knob is present, that is called as embryonal pole. This is the embryonal pole, and the opposite pole is called as abembryonal pole. This is abembryonal pole, the opposite pole of the embryonal pole. Clear? So this type of structure is formed. The nutritive substance is secreted by the endometrium. Because it is glandular, it secretes a nutritive material which is going to inside the morula. So the space is present there. That space is called as blastocele. It is for the absorbing the nutritive material secreted by the endometrium, and the cellular mass is going to shift it towards one side, that is called as embryonal knob. In case of trophoblast formation, now when the and in this time the zona pellucida is getting lost. In case of morula formation, the corona radiata has been lost, and in case of blastula formation, this complete structure is called as blastula or blastocyst. At blastulation, the zona pellucida layer has lost. At this time, when the zona pellucida is getting lost, at this time, if this structure divides into 2, then it will give rise to the monozygotic twins, because this is the complete zygote, and in this zygote the cleavage are going to taking place for the increase of the number. The size is not increased till the morula is formed. Only the smaller and smaller cells are formed inside it. But at the blastula formation, the size is getting increased, and when the zona pellucida is getting lost, at that time, if this is divided into 2 parts, then it will give rise to the monozygotic twins. Otherwise, the one fetus will develop. Clear? So this is the structure of a blastula. Now what is the function of this trophoblast? The trophoblast do not take part in the formation of proper embryo, but the cells of these trophoblast behaves like providing nutrition and protection to the other structures at the time of fetal development, when the placenta formation will takes place. It will help in the formation of chorion and amnion. Chorion is for the placenta formation, and amnion is for the placenta protection or from protection of dehiscence, protection of desiccation. Clear? So the function of trophoblast is drawing nutrition from the endometrium of the uterus. So it draws the nutrition from the endometrium of uterus, and it will also help in the formation of other protective and nutritive structures like chorion and amnion. So this is the structure of a blastula. Here the zona pellucida is getting lost, and the blastocele is filled with the nutritive substances secreted by the endometrium of the uterus. Clear? We had drawn the diagram. That is, this is the fallopian tube. This is the fallopian tube, and here the uterus is there. This is the morula. These are the smaller cells outer side and the larger cells inner side. This is the morula. There it reaches to the uterus. Here the wall of uterus is highly coiled and highly vascular, and this structure blastula, this is I am drawing here. This is the blastula. This wall of endometrium getting loosened up for the implantation. After the formation of blastula, the implantation of embryo will takes place. So here this is the cellular mass. Zona pellucida is getting lost, and this is the trophoblast, and only the embryonal cells are arranged at one side. This is the cavity called as blastocele. So this is the structure of blastula. There is no cellular division or no cleavage will takes place. It is also a 16 to 32 celled stage. Here only the rearrangement of the cells takes place in the morula. Clear? So this is all about the blastula formation. In our next video, we will discuss about the implantation of embryo in the wall of endometrium. Thank you very much.